Welcome to everyone from Georgia. I am Elena Shalbertze, a young ambassador. I am honored to be the part of this amazing conference where young people share new vision and projects all over the world. Youth is the force of which the development of country has always stood. Youth are the drivers of positive change in the world. I'm sure, as always, we will learn a lot from each other today. I want to wish you all young people success and thank them very much. Many thanks to all of the teachers who provided information about this important conference. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this time we should question you. Today, I stand before you to shed light on the crucial role that young people play in the meeting the Sustainable Development Goals. As we negative of challenge of the 21st century, it has become increasingly clear that the future of the planet resides in the hand of the next generation. It is our responsibility as youth to take action, advocate for change, and contribute to the achievement of the SDGs. The SDGs are a set of 17 integrated goals adopted by the United States in 2050, aimed to address pressing global issues such as poverty, inequality, climate change, sustainable development, and social injustice by 2030. One of the greatest things of the youth of our fashion, it is this spirit that people ask forward, driving us to seek solutions to complex problems and envision a more sustainable future. The first way in which young people can contribute to the SDGs is thought, education, and awareness. We have the power to educate ourselves and others about the importance of the goals and then our need to action. Many thanks to Mr. Piyush Pandit, our founder, who has placed the educators of the whole world in one space. Many thanks to the creator of the project, Ms. Inga Kharchilava, and her dedicated team. Okay, now to say special thanks to our guest of honor who are with us today, the educators of the world and will support the youth. As always, share their important knowledge with us. It is so interesting. This is why this project is important. Students, teachers question, hormone or try to solve the problems together. Sustainable development are very important for us. We must all fight together to reduce this problem by 2030. Before we start the conference, let me introduce IIU and our founder. International Internship University is a leading virtual education system and global confederation, which is the most valuable and trustworthy and well-reputed in the delivering innovation programs. Globally, it is a trust name for quality training programs that is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. IIU is metaphorizing the conventional education system by cutting down the additional costs and providing access to more than 1,000 class courses and internships to their learners across the globe, with the help of its 1,000 class global educators. IIU has formed its four councils, namely Women Entrepreneurs Council, International Students Development Council, International Youth Development Council, and International Councils of Educators. The main objective behind the councils is to provide support in every response to the students, youth, women, entrepreneurs, and educators. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries and 6 continents. Under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit, sir. My great respect and gratitude to you, a committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from from the various social and cultural backgrounds. He has publicized the World Education Policy, One Education, One Foundation, and One World. The visionary Panic had just one dream. No child should be deprived of the education. He is working towards it day and night. He is safeguarding and promoting education and the well-being of learners at all times of life. Is commendable. The sky is the limit for your dedication and hard work. You are the source of inspiration for us young people and not only young people. Thank you very much for all you do to make education shine. God bless you and give you strength. Please keep up the amazing and important work. Okay, now let's warmly welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Virginia Rivera from
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, IIU core team member. It is a great honor for me to have you here. We look forward to share in your important opinion. Hello, Miss Virginia.
Thank you so much, Elaine. I am so excited to be here, and I want to thank Professor Inga, and I want to say hello to Dr. Anju and all of these amazing people that comprise what is IIU. I am probably one of the newest members, and I have to say that doesn't say that I'm not one of the proudest members, because I truly believe that education is the key for everything that we need to resolve in the world that we live in. If we're really going to be spearheading the SBDGs, and we want to make sure that number 4, which is access to quality education for everybody, continues to happen, we have to make sure that access to education is for everyone. And I think that one of my biggest concerns is always that education is not reaching every single person. We know that 124 million youth and children around the world do not have access to education. And that is one of the reasons that I wanted to join IIU, knowing that Mr. Pandit is so involved in making sure that no child is left behind. Here in Puerto Rico, and I know it's so hard to pronounce because it's a kind of violent, we truly believe in giving children the education and the opportunities that they need. As a coach for young people, I've had an experience to really as a coach of young people and youth, I've had the experience. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So I have been a coach for young people, and the experience of letting them harness their creativity, the experience of letting them be proactive with what they do. And next to me today, I have a young student from Puerto Rico that I wanted to bring with me that had a dream, wanted to get into one of the best schools in the nation, in USA, and she wanted us to help her. And I think that when we really think about what we can do together, it's really miraculous, the outcome. So today I want to introduce to you one of my favorite coachees. Her name is Amanda Lopez, and she is 17 years old. She is actually a senior in high school. And I wanted you to know what young people in Puerto Rico do. That's where I'm from, and I know it's hard to pronounce, but you will eventually get to know where we're at. So Amanda, tell us a little bit about what you do here in Puerto Rico.
Well, hi again. My name is Amanda Lopez, and I'm the financial girl. I teach young people about personal finance on my social media and public school of Puerto Rico. And recently, I just received a scholarship to go to the Wharton School for 2 weeks to a program of finance. So I'm very excited that I have this opportunity.
Thank you. So I wanted you to see that there are students just like you, young people just like you. We may be in different countries, we may be 15,000 miles away, but education is the key for everything. In Amanda's case, she just got a scholarship to go to one of the finest business schools in the nation And this was an idea of hers 3 years ago. She became a financial girl. She is now an influencer in social media, helping other people understand financial literacy. So young people can do anything. We just need to make sure that we're giving them the resources and also being there with them hand in hand so they can attain what their dreams are. So thank you again for inviting me, Inga. You are such an inspiration to me and what you do every day. And as a coach, I have to say that I will continue to lead young people to create the future that they want and the future that we all need. Thank you again to all of you. And thank you to Mr. Pandit for creating such a wonderful platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing an important opinion. It means a lot to us. It is also nice to introduce you to an amazing young girl. Okay, and now I would also like to invite you to introduce an amazing, important person of IIU core team, Dr. Anju. Can you hear me?
Yes, dear, loud and clear. You're fantastic so far. Well done.
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you, dear. Virginia, hello, beautiful girl from Georgia. Nice to meet you, dear. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Welcome, Dr. Anju.
Thank you, Inga. Thank you so much. Very honored to be on this platform with you. And congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Inga, for having us here.
So welcome. Dr. Anju, please share his opinion with us.
Okay. I was just thinking of how to put my thoughts across. So what I can sum up about the SDGs before even I go into what action young students or young individuals around the globe can do. I thought I would just sum up what sustainability actually calls for. We hear things like sustainable development goals. So essentially, if I have to put it into words or make it very simple, I would say it is 4 C's. Okay, call, choice, change, and create. It's an urgent call to all individuals, especially the younger ones, to make a conscious choice, to create opportunities, to help initiate a change, not just in their own mindset, but in the mindset of other people, to ensure that we have a sustainable world around us. If I have to even simplify it, I think it is a call to all us individuals or the species of human beings to understand the purpose for which we are here, since we are the only ones who can think and act and become more human towards each other, because all of the SDGs talk about equality, talk about life on land, talk about no discrimination, talk about zero hunger, talk about so many different things. So I think it is in essence, it's a call to every individual to be human and show that human character towards other less privileged humans. Okay, so to my mind, I have a list of 9 little points, which I feel that the youth of today can take forward and make a difference to the coming generation. First and foremost, I think we all need to educate ourselves as to what are these sustainable development goals talking about. We need to understand the depth of what do we mean by life on land or life on water? What exactly does it mean? Or what does removing discrimination mean, or doing away with gender inequalities mean? So we need to understand the essence of each SDG before we take any action. Of course, the youth, because you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of new thoughts, because you are coming from a new generation which thinks differently, which has been raised in a different way, which has different, resources at their disposal. So I feel that a lot more people need to volunteer to come forward. What happens is that there are a lot of new ideas, but they don't get executed because of lack of interest or lack of education about these SDGs. Of course, some things that we can actually do, you could, since you are one of those, outgoing generation where you like to go out every weekend and visit different cafes, we could prioritize going to places which support the SDGs. Now, I would like to give an example from the city where I am currently. I'm in Pune, and there is a restaurant here which is run by, people suffering from Down syndrome. So each and every worker in that restaurant is suffering from this syndrome, which makes things a little difficult. So I have always encouraged all the people that I know to visit this. So it's, prioritizing businesses like this so that we encourage that there is an equality between humans, because we're all humans. But other things that you could take up is, of course, recycle, use less of things, use things which do not need to be disposed. Now I'm talking about maybe glasses or, cutlery. In fact, there is evidence. Just, I think recently I saw a video where you were served ice cream in a container which was edible. So that is also a type of recycling our things. Of course, you could move forward and, organize cleanups. I'm not saying that we make it impossible to live, but there are certain things which happen naturally. For example, our water bodies get covered by stretches of green moss and other plants which need to be removed so that the life in water can survive, right? So things like this, we could also think about sustainable commuting. Now, I know that many countries in Europe, like Germany and France, they promote, using either a bicycle or walking, and people are, very, very, aware that, if they have to walk just a block away, or they have to go just a block away, they can walk or use bicycles. So we can look at, using sustainable commuting. Maybe if we have to go a distance and there are 4 of us traveling, we could use carpools. So the youth need to understand why we are doing this, right? Also, of course, the biggest thing that I feel the youth can do is spread the message, start educating people, start believing that, yes, it can be done. It is not so late, and we just need to take the first step. So these are just a few things. I know there were 9 on my list, but I thought I'll just leave it to these 4 or 5. Which I feel are very important. So it is your action now. I know that maybe some of our actions in the past have been the reason for all of this, but it's your action now, coupled with our conscious efforts, that we can continue to sustain life on Earth and make, the world a better place. And like I said at the beginning, it is just understanding that we are human and we need to exhibit our human character, that is showing empathy towards others who are not as privileged, and trying to help the environment and the world sustain itself, because there are so many of us, just like it happens in a community or in a city. It is designed with certain number of people in place, but when people increase, it becomes a little difficult to manage. So if we take it to the whole world, it's understanding that we can help make a difference to the world that we have, and that is the only world that we have today. So I would like to thank Dr. Inga for inviting me on this platform. And also, of course, thank Mr. Piyush Pandit sir for having such a platform for us to deliberate and share our thoughts. And I wish that the entire conference, I know you all are so amazing. I just hope that we can share our thoughts, and there's a lot that we all take back today and make a positive impact towards our tomorrow. Thank you so much for having me, and all the very best to all the participants. Thank you.
You are very nice. Oh my God. I mentioned dear Andrew, yes, your talk and message is very important, and I think we should think about these important issues. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Anju. Thank you for everything. Thank you so support us. A very strong, very nice message. Thanks a lot. Great. Thank you.
Okay, and now I would like to invite you the next important person, Professor Charles Eboria from Nigeria. Okay, can you hear me?
Ellen, dear, he joined it, but now I think we lost him. And now we have also, okay, no problem. And next time we call him. We have so amazing guest from Albania, Dr. Irena Biba. Can you hear me, dear? How are you?
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome. Thank
Hello
you so much.
to everyone. I truly appreciate you, and I'm honored to be in here today, talking about SDGs and teaching sustainability. Education for sustainable development and for global citizenship will empower today's young people to become knowledgeable, effective, and compassionate leaders for the future. It is crucial that students develop the knowledge and skills to navigate the challenges of the 21st century, and there is compelling evidence linking sustainable development education with increased student academic performance and 21st academic century skills. I work in a secondary school here in Albania, secondary school Beti Mucho. We are working hard with sustainable development goals. Beti Mucho School is a educational school, center community, medium social economic status found in the capital city of Tirana, Albania, a country situated in the southeastern part of Europe. Is a healthy supporting school that has been recognized on the national and international area, making different projects and activities online and physically. Students thrive as they are recognized and supported as key stakeholders and agents of change. Throughout the Sustainable Development Goals, many are linked to help students in our community to be healthy, such as no poverty, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, etc. Students, teachers, stakeholders, and whole community are involved. Our school has a culture, policies that are coordinating approach with integrated student service to develop, implement, and take a whole child health education that amplifies healthy living and its positive effects. After-school clubs support mental and physical health, create a safe space from poverty, food insecurity to develop. Art class, green club, microbeat club have given opportunities to all students, especially Roman and Egyptian students, as well as some disabled students with special gifts. Our curriculum is student-centric, and the majority of the work is project-based learning and problem resolving. Enhances access, relevance, and opportunities for all within the community, making the school the hub and learning institution for the community while connecting students' lived experiences to what they are learning in the classroom is always our priority. The wider community as well, the school infrastructure, ground and equipment is in the surrounding the school to promote teaching and enhance healthy behaviors. We work continuously securing and coordinating support that target academic and non-academic barriers to achievement in order to promote improved outcomes for students, families, and communities. We work together, enhancing the range of support and opportunities available to students, families, and the community. It is a connection between school and all the education stakeholders. Our school has always focused in the inclusion of all active actors for the realization of given priorities. One of the main goals has been the mental and physical health of students, but not only that. The whole initiative was the promoting of SDGs. It started in April 2022, involving all the communities, teachers, students, and parents. An emergency need after the pandemic situation was students face serious challenges. For us, mental health was important. We found ways to maintain positive mental health, getting professional help, connecting with families, staying positive to help them, and also developing their behavior skills. It was critical for us that develop the knowledge and skills to navigate to challenges of 21st century, and there is the compelling evidence linking sustainable development education, increase students' performance. All teachers were interested in education of sustainable development. For us, it was very easy to involve all actors together to fulfill our purpose. We have come to the same conclusion. Awareness is raising and experiences in environment are not enough to teach sustainability. Pupils should not just be learning about and in the environment, they should also be learning for sustainability. This means examining how the environment interacts with the social, economic, and cultural sphere. As well, the whole school approach to sustainability has been around for years, but it has gained steam lately because it meshes with this kind of holistic thinking. We are working hard with Goal 5, with projects in new twinning, but not only in a twinning. We are cooperating with Global School also, and many organizations like IIU, etc., involving Roman Egyptian students as well, students with a special gift by game-based teaching method, drama technique, applying flipped learning and project-based game-based teaching methods, with the project-based teaching method, with an interdisciplinary collaboration, and with flipped learning method, etc. What about consumption awareness? A project in a twinning. Teenagers' life in a day so far, so similar towards sustainability. Pupils are taught about changes to their daily lives that can help to combat climate change, such as cycling to school, eating less meat, and recycling, and use a carbon footprint calculator to access their own behavior. We are cooperating in a twinning project as well, as I said before, in the same time collaborating internationally. Another one, building a vegetable garden in our school. Pupils work in groups with designated roles like presenter and documenter to create blueprints for a school vegetable garden, following a lesson on ecosystems. We have partners in community, specialists in this field, our parents, etc. Work is in process, and we are making our green camp of the school. And to conclude, we need to make connection to make people understand that every single topic does not exist as a simple topic, but is just part of a much more complex organization. When we have to build the menus for the canteen, obviously the students will feel the necessity to discuss with the management of the canteen, with the management of the school, with the parent, and it will start a really complex but mandatory reflection about the budget, obviously, about the possibility to find food in our local environment, and what we will do in the waste. do we have a policy about the reduction of waste? We have to be advanced students into much wider thinking, wider action, taking them to organize events, putting them into the civic space. Whole school, but not whole school in a sort of flat horizontal way in which everybody does a bit of recycling, because that's not enough. For us, it's important to put them in the center stage, first and foremost, already at school, and listen to what they have to say. We discuss ideas in our forum school composed by teachers, students, parents, and community. Thank you for having me today and for listening to me. It was great being here in IIU session. Thank you, Dr.Inga Kharchilava, Piyush Pandit, and all the team behind. Thank you, all the listeners today. You are great.
You are amazing. Thank you.
Our Irina Biba is IIU director from Albania. Dear Irina, thank you very much. Your speech was inspiring. I really appreciate your amazing and student success-oriented teacher. Keep up the amazing and great work. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Elena.
Yes, thank you, Ellen. Yes, great, great. Really, really, dear. God bless you. Keep up a very wonderful job. We're proud of you. And miss you. Now it's very good. Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay. And now, after Albania, I want to move to Romania and introduce you to an amazing student, Mihail, who is already known worldwide for his unique work.
Yes, really. So welcome, Mihail, dear.
Hello everyone.
The stage
Nice.
is yours now.
Thank you. I'm audible, first of all.
Yes.
Okay. Hello everyone. Nice to meet you. Congratulations to the previous speakers. There were very interesting ideas in your speech. And now in the next moment, I hope I will have something interesting to say. So first of all, okay, the topic is the new vision of Europe out using Sustainable Development Goals, so the SDG. For this, I think first we can have a little discussion. What are these goals? Because, okay, many people say sustainability in Romania, for example, but we don't know exactly the real meaning of these parts. And yeah, SDG goals can be about the poverty, can be about the hungering, can be about clean energy, can be about economy, can be about peace, justice, about climate action, about gender equality. Okay, I say some goals of the Agenda 2030 from the United Nations. And as we can observe, every part talking in a big part or in a small part about the humanity, about human. And for this, I think it's very important to analyze us, what we make everyone specific, what we make us very unique, and what we really need to evolve in a good way today and also in the future. I think an interesting part about humanity, it's about the diversity, because okay, it's not only about I'm living in Europe, another one live in America, another one live in Asia. Also, I think it's important to understand and also to be understood when we are talking about traditions, when we are talking in cultures. And also another interesting fact, not let's say as countries, but we can say about the perspective of view, because if we are talking statistics, everyone have a personal perspective in various topics. So from here we can say everyone is in his field very creative. And for this, we should respect us and try to find some new aspects using the sustainability. Okay, so in other words, humanity, it's about the entire human race or the characteristics that belong unique to human being, like to be kindness, mercy, and sympathy. So from here, we can move to the human rights, which can be, let's say today, about education, associations, movements, speech, information, also about a little bit mass media and a lot of stuff like this. And in the next minutes, I will try to talk a little bit about international personality. Let's say it is like a little study case. And I will talk about a British person. If you heard about John Stuart Mill, who lived in the 9th century. And for me, let's say, inspired me a lot about his perspective of view. First of all, about John Stuart Mill, we can say he was one of the first guys in history who promote the tolerance. Because when we are talking about tolerance, we try, let's say, to intermediate the relation between persons, between nations. And how he promote tolerance. First of all, John Stuart Mill worked into British East India. It was a part of Department of United Kingdom Empire, and he saw colonialism in moral terms and also justified education mission like civilization and stimulation to development, freedom, and happiness. Also, he promoted an interesting polity, let's say, un utilitarian calculus, which were based on existing realities rather than theoretical ideals. Also, okay, first promote tolerance, but also another interesting fact which also can
Dear
be.
Mikhail, if you can share your presentation, no problem.
Oh, okay, no, it's okay until now. It's okay.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
understand. Yeah, another thing which promote about this guy, it was about the equality, because also in this period it can be some problems about equality, not only about men and women, but also about the poor society, the rich society, and a lot of stuff like this. And also this guy states about society that has more to gain to respect individual freedom. And also this guy tried to change the individual in discussion in any kind and try to promote the peace. And in the ending, I want to say some interesting quotes of this guy. And there can be like, genius can breathe freely only in an atmosphere of freedom, which I think is very important because, okay, let's say now this discussion, we have a good vibe to express our interesting ideas. And I think together we can make many brilliant projects. Another quote which I think is very interesting is the next one. The only freedom that deserves the name is that in which we pursue our own good in our own style, as long as we don't prevent others from obtaining it in their turn. So in other words, it's something like, okay, it's very important to be original, but also be original together with the others. It's not something like I'm good, another one is good, but not to try to be better than me. It's very important to be natural and to have a lot of respect about any others. And let's say this was my part of speech. Thank you for your audience, and good luck to the next speakers.
Thank you so much.
Great.
I already told you that Mihail is very nice. Mihail is our bright future. He has won many awards and we are really proud of have young people like music. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you for invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikhail. Thank you. We are proud of you. Keep us a really wonderful job. We are really, really proud of you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and now I move to Georgia in my country. And next speaker, this Nana Mamakulashvili, her teacher, and the student is Sabat Chubinidze.
Oh, welcome.
Good luck.
Hello, everyone. It's really nice to be here tonight on this meeting, and I hope you really like my presentation about the SDG 9. So I'll now share my screen. So start my presentation. Can you see my screen? Can you see my
Yes.
screen sharing?
Yes, let's start.
So today I'm going to talk about sustainable development goals. And first about me and my school. First of all, I'm 8th grade student in Edison School Innovation. My teacher and my leader is Nana Mamagulashvili. I have certificate in digital marketing. I'm qualified student in social media. And if you have any questions after my presentation, I have written my social medias over here. So you can ask me anything if you'd like. So to start, SDG 9, see progress and what to expect next. The Sustainable Development Goal Report 2022 provides a global overview of progress on implementation of 2030 goal for sustainable development, regional progress towards the 17 goals in depth analysis of selected indicators for each goal. I am honored to speak about building resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. And I decided to look a little bit deeper into the importance of SDG 9. Like every other SDG, SDG 9 has a sub-targets and indicators that help us keep track of what needs to be done, by when, and the progress made. Why industry of innovations and infrastructure is so important to us? To meet future challenges, our industries and infrastructure must be upgraded. For this, we need to promote innovative, sustainable technologies, ensure equal and universal access to information and financial markets. Infrastructure meaning roads, bridges, tunnels, water supplies, servers, electric grids, internets, and phone networks are essential for people to use to access good education, like jobs, healthcare, and sanitation. 3 billion people worldwide don't have basic sanitation like toilets, and 3 in 10 people don't have access to safe drinking water. Can you imagine life without internet? I think you don't. 3.8 billion people don't have access to the internet. This is 80% of population in least developed countries. Additionally, 18% of people don't have mobile networks to use their cell phones. While major improvements are being made, infrastructure providing roads, public transport, electricity, connectivity to internet, and clean water and sanitation to people around the world, billions of people still don't have good services. How can we contribute to SDG 9? Achieving SDG 9 will be a difficult process, and a lot of players will need to take action in order to make substantial progress. Finance projects that have goal to build roads, schools, and many others will help less developed areas to thrive, building infrastructure that will innovate and technology progress. It's also important to remember that not only government can help SDG 9 to achieve, but also people who can do their little things to make this everything in one big and make this happen. Now about Georgia. Georgia was one of the first countries who actively endorsed the Sustainable Development Goals and started integrating them in the domestic policy agenda. The 6th edition of the Sustainable Development Report 2021 has ranked Georgia 56th out of 165 countries for sustainable development goals. Georgia has improved its position by 2 places in current year. All relevant institutions are involved in European digital networks and the Ministry of Economy and Sustainable Development (EHDM) project coordinator. With support of these institutions, Georgia has started internalization project, which will cover highland religions, valleys like Pshawi, Kharchilava, and Budamagan. Who doesn't know these are locations in Georgia in which you can connect to any cell phone or cell internet. Georgia has made significant progress in the field of education and is now among the 30 best countries in the world in terms of quality education, where the goal of sustainable education has been achieved. Thanks for your attention. If you have something to ask, go on, because I'm listening.
Wow, wow, Savas. We are proud of you. Thank you so much. Really amazing presentation. You present. Thanks. Thank you. Also with your gesting. Wow. Good luck, my
Yes.
dear.
Thank you to you because what you're doing is something amazing, and I think everyone deserves to get quality education, and I think everyone should have access to quality education because geniuses are missing their opportunities and advantages.
Thank you very much, Saba, for such an amazing presentation. You have really talked about a very important topic, and I am very glad that you have information about it. And I also want to say a big thank you to your teacher. I am glad that you are here. Okay, we're still in Georgia, and the next speaker will be Sofia Kharchilava, the teacher, and her students. Good luck.
Sophia, can you hear me? Yes.
Hello, everyone, but not my students. Today,
Yes.
I will introduce my projects. But something is wrong with my camera, and sorry. Hello again, I'm Sofia Kharchilava from Georgia, Swan 18, English teacher in Swedish public school. Today, I want to talk about the school projects that help me to raise awareness among students about the Sustainable Development Goals. Fulfillment of the global goals starts at school. The main things is how we provide information to students and how we promote their involvement in activities related to these goals. I will start sharing the.
Yes, please, you can. Yes. Mm-hmm.
School project.
Put this full screen and.
Okay, that's right. Climate change is a global challenge in the modern world. Climate scientists have shown that humans are responsible for virtual or global heating over the last 200 years. Human activities are causing greenhouse gases that are warming the world faster than at the last 200 years. Many people think climate change mainly means warmer temperature, but temperature rise is only the beginning of the story because the Earth is a system where everything is connected. Challenges in one area can influence challenges in all others. As I mentioned, ongoing global challenges related to climate change. However, its impact on mountain communities is more hazardous. Annual rising temperatures in mountain regions lead to reduced amount of snowfall, with glaciers melting more intensively. Short mountain springs are also disappearing gradually, with the residents of mountains region are constantly trying to take measures to prevent this painful development. Even a little bit toward making a sustainable development plans. We observe the environment where we live, and you can see how the climate is changing from year to year. Rising temperatures disrupt precipitation patterns and the entire water cycle. Dry conditions later in the year, which is bad news for our region. That's really on snow. It's normal to refill their drinking water supply. That's why these lines of snowpack may have contributed to water shortages. The first photo was taken in January 2010. The other one in January 2003. The amount of precipitation has decreased due to melting of the glaciers. Sustainable development is a framework for achieving human development goals, also preserving natural systems' ability to supply natural resources and ecosystem services. It entails looking after the natural resources and ecosystem services that the economy and society rely on while development is underway. Time is running out. All creatures remain at rest amid global warming threats. A key challenge now is to raise the awareness of the new generation in terms of their personal responsibilities in this regard. For this purpose, I have formed the NECA Club Youth for the Future that's actively involved in environmental activities and campaigns. We have solved many problems in the community. In order to undo the mess created by us, we must follow sustainable development. This will help us promote a more social, environmental, and economical thinking. Most importantly, it's not that difficult to attain this. Our Eco Club is actively involved in various environmental activities, and we are well aware of our responsibility for future generation. The sustainable development goals are priority for us. Sustainable development includes economical, social, and environmental aspects. It's assumed that such development should be economically beneficial, socially fair, and environmentally friendly. We plant trees, clean up the environment, fight against and targeted spending of red electricity. So SDG is our key priority. Now we ran a campaign, Save Electricity, Save Fur. Do not cut the tree, do not pollute the environment, stop plastic pollution. We conducted a door-to-door campaign and called on the public to save electricity. Do not leave the lamp turned on. Turn off all devices from the power source. Turn off the miners. We ran a campaign to raise public awareness in the community. Check your toilet for leaks. Stay sure to shower. Install water-saving shower heads or floor restrictors. Take breaks. Turn off the water while brushing your teeth. Turn off the water while showering. SDG aims to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification and health, and reverse land degradation and health biodiversity loss. Cutting would have a negative impact on climate change, so we ran a campaign not to cut trees. Do not pollute the environment. We give the public an example of how the responsible citizens should behave. Fashion and climate change. One of the most important SDGs for the fashion industry is SDG 12, which calls for the decoupling of economic growth for increasing resources consumption. Fashion uses 98 million tons of non-renewable resources each year, and only 12% of the materials used in clothing is currently recycled. To minimize our negative impact on production, we have organized donate clothes at school. We have given clothes, shoes, and other things to each other. So we had both these things for months. In order to maximize the involvement of more people in environmental activities, and in order to minimize our negative footprint, we signed a memorandum of cooperation with the City Hall. With the framework of memorandum, we are launching a really plant a tree for a future between communities and promoting planting of forests. competition sustainable school, we need a profound transformation in the way we think and act. The knowledge, skills, value, and attitudes are all essential that should be cultivated early in life. To create a more sustainable world, education plays a crucial role in the achievement of sustainable development. In order to engage more schools activities, LDG, our club organized them sustainable school competition, under which we carried out activities related to the sustainable development for 2 months. Eco Club carried out a lot of important activities which contribute to the achievement of sustainable development goals. Young people are driving force of each society, and their active participation in social life is a generator of development. For personal development of students, it's important that the attitude toward information and knowledge is critical. We developed these by applying different strategies of teaching for critical thinking and for their activities in school and community. To raise awareness among young people, we have organized a competition of posters, sustainable development goals being taught to your eyes. Thus, we determined how young people understand sustainable development and their own responsibilities in this development. We organize charity events in the community. We care for the elderly, the socially vulnerable people, and we are doing projects that help to eradicate hunger and poverty. We know that if we want to save the earth, we should give a hand to each other first. We participate in international competitions in which we prepare different 3D models with the reuse of items, which gives us the experience of waste management. This is all for today, what I wanted to say and share with you. Thank you for your attention and wish you success. Thank you very much.
Really amazing. Thank you.
What an interesting project you're present. You have given us very important information. Thank you for this. In general, the Eco Club is very important for raising the awareness of students. Thank you for the work you are doing. Keep up the good work. Okay. Now
thank you so much. Really wonderful presentation and great job. Thank you. Congratulations, you and your students. Best wishes.
Thank you very much, Dr.Inga. And
I see your hard work and really appreciate. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, after Georgia, let's move to Afghanistan, where a very active and success-oriented teacher is waiting for us.
Yes, really, you are really. Thank you, Elaine. So welcome. Warm greetings from Georgia. Hello, Afghanistan. Can you hear me?
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Greeting from Afghanistan. Hello, everyone from our. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, audible. Yes.
Hello, everyone. I said the IIU platform moderator. Now I want to appreciate Peers Bandit, Dr.Inga Kharchilava, and great Ellen for her nice presentation and announcement. I am Ghulam Saqi Aqli from Afghanistan. I am the Kayan Private High School founder. Tonight, me and my students are here to present about Sustainable Development Goals 1, Zero Poverty. As you all know, my country, Afghanistan, is a non-development country, and my country is among of the people who lives in poverty. Tonight, my students talk invite students to start the presentation. Now I want to share the screen.
Hello, can you hear me, dear? Hello? I think we internet problem.
Yes.
Okay, Elaine, go ahead, and we call him next time.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Is it visible to everyone?
Oh, we lost him. No problem. Okay, Elaine, go ahead.
Okay, and now I introduce and I move to Azerbaijan. We have a very lovely teacher, and I love her very much, Miss Shalale.
Good
Yes.
evening. Good evening, dear Inga. Good evening, Elena. Good evening, everyone. As one of the participants of tonight's conference, it's my pleasure and honor to welcome all of you. I'm sure that this conference will be an enriching experience for all of us. The purpose of this conference is to bring together inspirational and responsible teachers and students from all over the world to share their knowledge and insights to discuss urgent environmental problems of our modern society. And I can see here that we have a diverse range of speakers and topics, and I hope that all the participants will find this conference extremely engaging and informative. So now I'd like to call our teacher, dear Ayten Meheremova, and she will introduce her students. Let's see what they have to tell us.
Thank you very much, dear Shalala teacher. I greet everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'm so proud and honored here to be a part of this great event. And today it's very important to see our youth people's awareness of global problems. And I think they share their presentations about the SDG goals. And we can also see their deeply initiatives to all these environmental problems, maybe hunger, and then all these sustainable 17 development goals. I want to thank and appreciate Mr. Peyush Pandit and Dr. Inga Kharchilava and all of the presenters and guest speakers here, and also presenters. Today, I think my students will present their presentations about these SDG goals. Now, please, Aishan, please go on. You are the first, I think. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. I think we all benefit from these conferences. I think these are greatest conferences. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Aisha Mamadova. I am 14 years old. I study in high school number 97. Today, I will tell you about zero hunger. Hunger is not caused by food shortage alone, but by a combination of natural, social, and political forces. Currently, natural resources that are necessary for human survival, like fresh water, the ocean, forests, soils, and more, are dwindling. Climate change is contributing to the degradation of precious resources as several weather events, like droughts, become more common and affect harvest, leading to less food for human consumption. Poverty and inequality are also two drivers of hunger, affecting who can buy food as well as what kind of food and how much is available. Hunger is also a product of war and conflict. During periods of unrest, a country's economy and infrastructure are severely damaged. This negatively affects civilian access to food by either driving up food prices, interfering with food production, or forcing people from their homes. Some governments and military groups have even used starvation as a war tactic, cutting off civilians from their food supply. In 2018, the UN declared this tactic a war crime. With this problem in mind, needs sustainable solutions to adequately feed each person on the planet. Right now, there are around 850 million people who are hungry. This number is only expected to increase as the years go on. The UN estimates that 2 billion more people will be undernourished by 2050. The Zero Hunger CDG focuses on finding sustainable solutions to stop world hunger. The goals of the Zero Hunger Initiative are to end hunger and make sure that enough nutritious foods are available to people by 2030. Other aspects of the goal include ending all forms of malnutrition and promoting sustainable agriculture. We need to break the cycle of hunger by empowering more people to feed themselves. One environmental scientist that is working to elevate world hunger is Jennifer Ann Barney. She is a National Geographic explorer and associate professor at the School of Global Policy and Strategy at the University of California at San Diego. Concentrating on using food secretary for the world as well as limiting climate change, Barney designs and uses technologies to improve food and nutrition security. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, my dear Chita.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dia. Thank you for your interesting presentation. And I think our next student is going to be Ali Abbasov. He is ready. Yes?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Today I will talk about climate zero hunger. Please. please. My name is Ali. I'm from Azerbaijan. First, I will talk about the hunger. Universal access to safe and nutritious food. By 2030, end hunger and universal access by all people in particular the poor and people in vulnerable stations, including infants, to safe, nutritious, and sustained food all year around. Double the productivity and income of small-scale food sector. By 2030, double the agricultural productivity and income of small-scale food products. In particular, women, indigenous people, family farmers, pastoralists, and fishers, include through sector and equal access to land, as a financial service market, and openness for value addition and non-employment. Maintains the genetic diversity in food production. By 2020, maintains the genetic diversity of seeds, cultivate plants and farmers and domestic animals and their related wild species, including soil, soundly managed and diversified food, seeds, and plant banks at the national, regional, and international levels, and promote access to and fair and equal sharing of benefits arising from the utilization of genetic resources and as good traditional knowledge as international access. Universal stable food, competitive markets, and timely access to information. Adapt measures to near serve the people function of food competitive markets and the right and facilitate timely access to market information, including on food reserves, in order to help limit external food price growth. People are waste food. It is hunger. For example, one in three people waste some food. It isn't true. Some people waste food and it contributes to food shortage problems in general. Let's stop wasting food, friends. Thanks for attention.
Thanks, dear Ali. Great presentation.
Yes.
And dear Inga, can we invite our next student?
Yes.
Okay. Madina, if you hear me, can you hear me?
Hi, I am Madina Babzadeh. I will talk about green energy.
Let's wait a bit, dear. Let's wait. Ali, can you stop sharing, please? Okay. Now, Madina, you can start your sharing.
Green energy in Azerbaijan. What is green energy? Green energy is any energy type that is generated from natural resources such as sunlight, wind, or water. It often comes from renewable energy source Although there are some differences between renewable and green energy, which we will explore below. Green energy examples: solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, hydropower energy. What is the current status of green energy production in Azerbaijan? Azerbaijan's renewable energy sources are hydropower, wind and solar, and biomass power plants. Azerbaijan has 12 big and 7 small hydroelectric plants. It also has 6 wind, 10 solar, and 6 biomass power plants. Constructed from 2018 to 2020, which are expected to have an installed capacity of 420 megawatts. Solar energy in Azerbaijan. The natural climatic conditions of Azerbaijan open wide opportunities to increase the production of electricity and heat energy by using solar energy. Thus, the duration of solar radiation in Azerbaijan is observed up to 2,400 and 3,200 hours. Solar panel. With the support of Asian Development Bank, the installation of floating solar panel system on Berkshire Lake was planned. The project was planned to be completed by March 2023. Wind energy in Azerbaijan. The wind regime of Azerbaijan has a complex character. This is due to the fact that 60% of the country's territory is mountains. Mountains have a great influence on the climate and wind regime of the republic. In 2021, an agreement was signed between the Ministry of Energy and Japanese company TEPCO to create a net zero emission zone in the liberated territories. Azerbaijan has set a target to maintain a 35% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, dear Medina, for valuable information about our country's green energy policy.
Yes.
And dear Inga, should we continue or?
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, so Saida, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you can start there.
Okay, 1 second.
Amazing students. Oh, dear, Nada doing it.
Hello everyone, my name is Saida, my surname is Jalali. I'm studying at school 104 and my grade is 6B. My topic is about quality education. Here's the introduction.
Saida, please share your presentation, dear. Okay.
1 second.
Yes, try to share. Yes.
Don't worry.
Everything will be okay. Yes.
Oh my God.
Find share screen button and then share.
Okay, 1 second.
Saida, if you are not ready, you can be next.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so Samaya Bayramova.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, teacher. Yes.
Great.
Okay. First, my name is Samaya Bayramova. I'm from Azerbaijan. Today, I'm going to talk about life on land. The vast expanse of land is home to a diverse range of flora and fauna. From towering trees to tiny insects, every living organism has a role to play in maintaining the delicate balance of nature. The harsh conditions of the land have forced creatures to adapt in unique ways, resulting in a rich tapestry of life. Humans have also made their mark on land, building sprawling cities and taming wild landscapes. While this has brought about many benefits, it has also caused irreparable damage to environment. It's up to us to find a way to coexist with nature, preserving the beauty and diversity life on land for future generations. The diversity of life on land. The diversity of life on land is incredibly diverse, with a wide range of species inhabiting various environments across the globe. From the lush rainforests of South America to the barren deserts of Africa, each region is home to unique flora and fauna. One of the most remarkable aspects of life on land is the incredible adaptations that have evolved to help organisms survive in their respective habitats. For example, camels are able to store water in their humps, allowing them to go long periods without drinking in arid desert environments. The importance of plants on land. Plants play a crucial role in supporting life on land, serving as the foundation of terrestrial ecosystems. They produce oxygen through the photosynthesis, which is essential for the survival of many other organisms, including humans. In addition to producing oxygen, plants also provide food and shelter for a wide range of animals. From the acacia trees of the African savanna to the towering redwoods of California, plants have adapted to support countless species of herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. The challenge of life on land. While life on land offers many opportunities for adaptation and evolution, it also presents significant challenges. One of the most pressing issues facing terrestrial organisms is climate change, which is alerting ecosystems and threatening the survival of many species. Another challenge facing life on land is habitat destruction, which is occurring at an alarming rate due to human activities such as deforestation and urbanization. As habitats are destroyed, many species are losing their homes and struggling to survive. The human impact on land. As the dominant species on Earth, humans have had a profound impact on life on land. Our activities such as deforestation, overfishing, and pollution have caused significant damage to terrestrial ecosystems and threatened the survival of many species. However, there is hope for the future. Through the conservation efforts and sustainable practices, we can work to protect and restore damaged ecosystems and ensure the survival of incredible diversity of life on land. The future of life on land. The future of life on land is uncertain, but there are steps we can take to ensure its survival. Conservation efforts, sustainable practices, and responsible development can all help to protect terrestrial ecosystems and the species that call them home. In addition, continued research into the evolution and adaptation of terrestrial organisms can provide insight into how we can better support these species in face of changing environmental conditions. That's all. Thank you for your attention and watching.
Thank you, dear.
Great.
Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you. You too.
Evan, please.
Okay. As always, Azerbaijan presented a very interesting presentation today. May to all the speakers keep learning and bright the future. Thank you very much. Okay, I move in Georgia. And the next speaker is Nana Mebonia, the teacher, and her student is Nicole, Mari, Nini, and Mar. Good luck, dear. Let's start.
Hello, students. Good luck.
We have to show presentation, so I have to share screen if that's okay.
Yes, you can share, my dear.
Okay, one moment, please.
Yes, of course.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, please put your full screen and go ahead.
Okay.
Hello, audience. My name is Nick Ozmebonia. I'm 15 years old. I'm from Georgia at Alenjicha. And today we're going to talk about cultural diversity. Presented by, named of Vachtan Kvaratskelia, number 4 public school of Alenjicha. City students, Nick Ozmebonia, Mari Beselia, Mari Kvaratskelia, and Nino Zarkua. The meaning. Cultural diversity is the quality of different cultures, as opposed to monocultures, the global monoculture, or a homogenization of cultures, akin to cultural evolution. The term cultural diversity can also refer to having different cultures respect each other's differences. It is often used to mention the variety of human societies or cultures in a specific region or in the world as a whole. It refers to the inclusion of different cultural perspectives in an organization or society.
I'm sorry. Cultural diversity can take several meanings. A balance to be achieved. Thus, the idea of defense of cultural diversity through to be promotion of actions in favor of cultural minorities said to be disadvantaged. Preservation of cultural minorities thought to be endangered. Cultural production or cultural exception, defense of social vision of culture against its commercialization. The cultural exception highlights the specificity of cultural products and services, including special recognition of cultural expressions by the European Union in its Declaration of Cultural Diversity. In this context, the objective is to defend against what is seen as a commodification, considered to a harmful disadvantage cultural, supporting its development through grants, promotion, operations, and etc., also known as cultural production. This defense may also refer to incorporating cultural rights provisions conducted unsuccessfully in the early 90s in Europe into a layer of human rights. Also, I'm sorry, there's a little technical problem.
Please stop share and share again.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Also,
yes,
in this
yes,
map, you
now
can
it's
see countries ranked by ethnic and cultural diversity levels. I'm sorry again.
Countries ranked by ethnic and cultural diversity levels by James Farron, 2003. Next page. Globalization. So first, I'm going to explain what is globalization. So globalization is a term used to describe how trade, technology have made the world into a more connected and independent place. The globalization, with the honest of globalization and traditional national states have been placed under enormous pressure, with the development of technology, information, and capital are transcending geographical boundaries and reshaping the relationships between marketplace, states, and citizens. In particular, the growth of mass media industry has largely impacted individuals and societies across the globe. Also beneficial in some ways, this increased accessibility has capacity to negatively affect society's individuality. With the information being so easily distributed throughout the world, cultural meanings, values, tastes, run the risk becoming homogenized. As a result, the traits of identity of individualities and societies may begin to weaken.
Governance of culture. Parties to the 2005 Convention have made considerable progress in fostering digital art creation, supporting creative entrepreneurship, accelerating the modernization of cultural sectors, promoting disruption, and updating copyright legislation. Trade and investment in cultural goods and services. At least 8 bilateral and regional free trade agreements concluded between 2015 and 2017 have introduced cultural clauses or list of commitments that promote the objectives and principles of the 2005 Convention. Despite the lack of the promotion of the objectives and principles of the 2005 Convention with regard to the negotiation of mega regional partnership agreements, some parties to the Trans-Pacific Partnership TTP have succeeded in introducing a cultural reservation to protect and promote the diversity of cultural expressions. Now we want to introduce you countries with rich cultures. And these countries are Georgia, USA, United Kingdom, Egypt, Brazil, China, and India.
So first country that we will introduce to all of you will be Georgia. We're going to introduce Georgian culture, history, and religion. The Georgian culture. Georgian culture is an exotic, mysterious, and ancient culture stretching back for millennia. The Georgian culture is world renowned for being accommodating and tolerant. Traditionally, Georgian people consider guests to be gifts from God, and their welcoming amiability is immediately apparent upon a traveler's arrival. Next will be Georgian history. Georgia lands between Europe and Asia, boasts a captivating history from ancient settlements to powerful kingdoms. It endured individuals, preserved its identity. After periods of independence and Soviet rule, Georgia regained freedom in 1991. The religion. Georgian religion. Georgia is predominantly Eastern Orthodox Christianity. Christianity was adopted in 4th century and remains integral in Georgian culture. The Georgian Orthodox Church holds a central role preserving and propagating the faith. Next. Thank you for attention. This was Georgia.
Wow. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, my great students. So proud of you. Thank you, your students. Kahaber, thank you so much.
It's not done yet. They have to continue, but I think the screen is lagging.
Okay, continue.
The next country that we will talk about is USA. USA's culture. USA's culture is diverse and influenced by history, immigration, and regional variations. It emphasizes individualism, freedom, and the pursuit of opportunity. History. US history is diverse, spanning from indigenous civilizations to European colonization, the American Revolution, and westward expansion. The US has the world's largest Christian population, and more specifically, contains the largest Protestant population in the world. Christianity is the largest religion in the United States, at 63% of the population, with the various Protestant churches having the most adherents.
So the next country we are talking about is Brazil. Brazil culture.
You try. Brazilian culture. 1 minute, you try a presentation, share. Yes, please. Now it's visible.
Brazil.
Yes, great.
Brazilian culture. Brazilian culture is a vibrant mix of indigenous, African, and European influences. Expressed through music, dance, and art, football and carnival hold special importance in the country. History. Brazil's history is marked by pre-colonial era of indigenous civilizations, followed by European colonization and subsequent periods of Portuguese rule and independence. And about the religion, Brazil is a religiously diverse country, with Christianity being the dominant religion.
Let's move on into Egypt, Neo, because I think that Mary has technical issues and she will present later. So Egypt, culture. The culture of Egypt has thousands of years of record history. Ancient Egypt was among the earliest civilization in the world for millennia. Egypt developed strangely unique, complex, and stable cultures that influenced other cultures, Europe, Africa, and Middle East. The Egyptian history, Egypt's history is characterized by its pharaohs, pyramids, and advanced civilization. The Egypt's religion, the Egypt's main religion is Islam today. Its significant Christian minority. This was in Egypt.
So next one is China. Culture. Chinese culture is ancient and influential, encompassing diverse traditions in art, literature, philosophy, and more. And about history, China boasts a remarkable ancient and extensive history, spanning several millennia. It stands as one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations, with its origin tracing to antiquity. Religion. That state recognized 5 religions: Buddhism, Catholic, Taoism, Islam, and Protestantism. The practice of any other faith is formally prohibited, although often tolerated, especially in the case of traditionally Chinese beliefs.
India. Indian culture is diverse and vibrant, with a wide range of traditions and artistic expressions. India's history is marked by significant milestones, including ancient civilizations, empires, colonialism, and the struggle for independence, shaping the diverse nation we see today. Religion. Buddhism is an ancient religion with the largest religious group in India, with around 966 million adherents as of 2011, composing 79.8% of the population. Summary: cultural diversity is a powerful asset that enriches societies, contributing to social harmony, economic prosperity, and individual growth. By embracing cultural diversity, societies can leverage the collective wisdom, creativity, and resilience of their members. However, achieving a truly inclusive and harmonious society requires addressing the challenges that arise from prejudice, discrimination, and cultural clashes. With concerted efforts, we can create a world where cultural diversity is celebrated and serves as a catalyst for progress, understanding, and unity. Thanks for your attention.
Wow. Really amazing presentation, very interesting, very information. Wow, great, great. Thank you, students. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys, for giving us an amazing presentation and information. I like you very much, and I listen carefully to all of you. Many thanks, also your teacher. Thank you again. Okay, now I would like to invite a very responsible person, Mr. Kahaber. Mr. Kahaber, please tell us your opinion.
Welcome.
გამარჯობათ, მოგესალმებით კიდევ ერთხელ, ბოდიშითო მოგვიანებით შემოგიერთდით. ჩვენ მყავდა ახლა არაჩვეულებრივი წარმომადგენლები, რომლებიც პირველად ღებულობდნენ მონაწილეობას საერთაშორისო კონფერენციაში. ეს არის ვახტანგ კვარაცხელიას სახელობის მეოთხე საჯარო სკოლა წალენჯიხის მუნიციპალიტეტიდან. მე კიდევ ერთხელ მივესალმები სკოლის არაჩვეულებრივ დირექტორს კალბატონ ნონა მებონიას და ამის არაჩვეულებრივ მოსწავლეებს ნიკოლოზ მებონიას, მარი კვარაცხელიას, ნინო ზარქუას და მარი ბესელიას, რომლებმაც ძალიან საინტერესო და შედეგზე ორიენტირებული პრეზენტაცია წარმოადგინეს და მე დარწმუნებული ვარ, რომ ეს ბავშვები და ყველა რა თქმა უნდა, არა მარტო დღევანდელი ჩვენი ვებინარის საერთაშორისო კონფერენციის მონაწილეები, არამედ ზოგადად ვინც ჩვენი პლატფორმით სარგებლობს, რომ ძალიან საინტერესო და ღირსეულ სიტყვას-სიტყვიან ისინი მსოფლიოში. ყველას გილოცავთ ამ აღიარებას, ამ წარმატებებს და დარწმუნებული ვარ, რომ თქვენი შრომა, თქვენი მასწავლებლების თავდაუზოგავი შრომა ასევე სასურველ შედეგს გამოიღებს, არა მარტო ჩვენი ქვეყნისთვის, არამედ და მსოფლიოს მასშტაბით მე ამაში ღრმად ვარ დარწმუნებული. ასევე მივესალმები ყველა მასწავლებელს, ყველა მოსწავლეს საერთაშორისო კონფერენციის და დიდ წარმატებებს გისურვებთ.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, dear Kahaber. Hello, dear.
Hello everyone. I'm so happy to be with you. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა და ბედნიერი ვარ რომ ვარ თქვენთან ერთად. ბატონ კახაბერ, მადლობა რომ შემოგვიერთდით. ჯერ სტუმრებო, ვინც ხართ Zoom-ში და ვინც live-ში გვიყურებთ, მოგესალმებით ყველას. ქართველებს და არაქართულენოვანებს, რა თქმა უნდა, ინგლისურად მოგესალმებით. Hello once again. I'm so happy to be with you and wish you successful maybe evening or morning or afternoon to you. So after that, I would like to say the few words about Mr. Kahaber's speech. So he was talking about today's our session. So he's very amazed to be with us and also successful school in Georgia and about its director and very amazing students as well. So he's very happy to be with us. He's very happy to see your fabulous and wonderful speeches and your presentations. And everyone, please, absolutely confident, be absolutely happy to share your experience. And thank you for this, your time for this evening. Thank you once again. And good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And now, Ellen, I think is move again. We call teacher from Afghanistan. Can you hear me, dear?
Yes.
Nino, please share presentation.
Hello everyone. Sorry for disconnecting.
We share now your
Hello everyone.
presentation.
Thank you for your
Yes.
curiosity. Okay. Okay, now I want to invite Sohaila Akali to come to present her presentation. Sohaila, the stage is yours.
Okay, hello to all of you. I hope you have a good time and be happy. I am Sohaila Ali, one of the students at Kayan Private High School, and my colleagues, each one, Sadaf Ahmadi, Marziya Zaki, Khalil Mohammadi, and Mustafa Rafat. The title of our presentation is Poverty. Okay, certainly poverty is a significant global challenge that the world has been striving to address through the Sustainable Development Goals. The SDGs are a set of 17 interconnected goals adopted by the United Nations in 2015, aimed at promoting sustainable development, and eradication poverty in all its forms by 2030. First, education and skills development. Providing access to quality education equips individuals with the necessary skills to secure better job opportunities and break the break the cycle of poverty. Uh, Vocational training programs can also enhance employability. And second, economic opportunities. Encouraging economic growth and entrepreneurship can create job opportunities and boost income levels. This can be done through initiatives such as microfinance, small business support, and investment in infrastructure. Okay, it's time to call my friend Sadaf Ahmadi to continue the presentation.
Hello to everyone. I hope all of you will be fine and have a good time. I am Sadaf Ahmadi, one of the students in Kayan Private High School, and I want to continue our presentation by number 3, social safety nets. Establishing social safety net programs like cash transfer, food assistance, and health care subsidies can provide temporary relief to those living in poverty and protect them from extreme hardship. And it concludes safety net program provide temporary relief, protect from extreme hardship. And the next one and the fourth one is access to basic services, ensuring access to essential services like clean water, sanitation, healthcare, and electricity is crucial for improving living condition and overall well-being. And access to basic services are like to clean water, sanitation, healthcare, and electricity. And thank you. And it is now turn to Mr. Khalil Mohammadi. And thank you.
Hello, in the name of God, hello to everyone. I hope all of you be fine, happy, and wealthy, and have a good time. I'm Khalil Mohammadi, one of the Khan Private High School students, and I want to continue our presentation by number 5. Empowering women's promoting gender equality and women's empowerment is a vital compound of poverty reduction. When women have equal access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, is contributes to the overall society's sustainable development, encouraging sustainable price practices and environmental conservation can lead to long-term poverty reduction. It involves promoting renewable energy, responsible nature serious management, and climate change adaptation. Thanks for your nice attention. Let's turn to Miss Marzia Zaki. Thanks.
Hello to everyone. I hope all of you will be fine and have a good time. I'm Marzia Zaki, one of the students of Kayan Private High School, and I want to continue our presentation. From Type 7, good governance. Transparent and accountable governance is essential to combat corruption and promote equitable distribution of resources. This ensures that anti-party measures are implemented effectively. International cooperation. International cooperation addressing poverty requires global collaboration. International organizations, governments, and NGOs can work together to coordinate efforts, share best practices, and mobilize resources to support poverty reduction initiatives. And now it's time for Mr. Mustafa Rafat to come here and conclude our presentation. Thanks.
Hello to everyone. I am here to conclude the presentation. Okay. It is important for government, several society organizations, businesses, and individuals to work together and take collective action to achieve the goal of ending poverty. Through collaborative efforts and innovative approaches, we can create a world where no one is left behind and where everyone has the opportunity to thrive and lead a dignified life. Thank you for your nice attention. Thanks, dear teacher. Sorry for interruption, for disconnecting. We are in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is not a developed country, so we have difficulties here. We have challenges here. Now it's about 10 o'clock p.m. here, and we are all in our house, in my house. With my students, we are in our house till now. And I hope you enjoy the presentation. Today, it's the rule of my schools that we have to put the students together for experiencing somehow to show themselves in some presentations. So I really appreciate you and your team, especially great Ellen for nice announcement or for nice presentation. Thank you, Doctor. And I appreciate for all participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Many thanks to the students and the amazing teacher from Afghanistan. This is what is important, that we are all together, regardless of race and religion. We are together and we care about a bright future. I see you are all together at the teacher's house. This guest is very welcome and we all appreciate you. I want to say one more thing. Today, you are guests at the European Conference, and I want to always be our guests, and let's take care of bright future together.
Wow, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We will work together for a bright future, for a good new generation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we are staying in Georgia. We are moving Georgia, and the next speaker who will ending with us at the conference is Maga Castro, the teacher, and Georgi Gogoshvili, a student. And one important fact is the birthday to both. And happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
Thank
to
you. Thank you.
Happy birthday. Da, da, da, da. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations, boss. Wow. Teachers and the students and mother and son. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Really amazing fact. Congratulations. Congratulations. And now IIU stage is yours. Good luck.
Okay, I will start sharing my screen.
Yes, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Georgi Koshvili and I am student of Douani Public School, age 13. My English teacher is Maka Kasradze and recommender teacher is Maria Mamagulashvili. First of all, I chose 6 goal, clean water and sanitation. And I think amazing to this is access to safe water. Sanitation, because sanitation and hygiene are the most basic human needs for health and well-being. Because billions of people will have access to these basic services in 2013, Allah's progress quadruples. Demand for water is rising owing to rapid population growth, urbanization, and increasing water needs from agriculture, industry, and energy sectors. Water pollution and pollution protection measures. The widespread problem of water pollution threatens our health. Polluted water kills more people every year than with the war and all the forms of violence combined. Today, even in the tap water of a developed country like the USA, the most toxic substances, including arsenic, copper, and lead, have been found. And water has the ability to bind more substances than other liquids, and this is the reason why water becomes polluted so easily. From farms, cities, and factories, toxic substances are easily dispersed and mixed in it. Categories of water pollution. Groundwater. Heavy rainwater penetrates deep into the earth layers, filling cracks, fissures, in the aquifers. This is how groundwater is formed. For some areas, such as villages, it is the only source of drinking water. Groundwater pollution. Groundwater is polluted very easily from pesticides and fertilizers to landfills. Such water is dangerous for humans. And we have said that it is the only source of drinking water in villages, so imagine how polluted water are they drinking. According to studies conducted in the USA, a large part of surface water is already unsuitable for drinking. The main reasons for its pollution are fishing and garbage dumped in water bodies. The content of nitrates and phosphorates is more than the size. 80% of ocean pollution comes from whether it's on the coast or away from the water. Pollutants include chemicals, nutrients, and heavy metals that are washed back and forth from farms, factories, and cities into streams and rivers and flow into the bays and estuaries. From there, it joins the sea. There are also frequent cases of oil spills and leaks in the seas. The ocean absorbs a quarter of human-made carbon emissions. How to know if the pH of the water is high or not? If the water flow is reduced, the shower and faucet are covered with a scale-like substance, and in addition to these signs, the alkalinity or acidity of water may also be expressed by other signs. The water filter balances the pH of water and it protects you from the listening problems above. Water's effect of polluted water on health. To put it bluntly, water pollution kills. Every year, about 1 billion people get sick from such water. Diseases caused by water are cholera, giardia, typhoid, etc. What can we do to stop a problem of water pollution? Preventing water pollution requires the joint efforts of people. It is our duty not to waste water, which is necessary and inseparable from our life. And thanks for your attention and took time on listening to my presentation.
Thank you so much. Դապատեղ բիստիած, მაგრამ ակարից չընդանդա շենի պրեզենտացիա ծարմուադգին։
Thank you.
Yes, the generated fact is that you have been born today, and at this time, you're very important. You have been here for more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being so responsible. I really liked your presentation. This is very important topic. Thank you for this. And
Thank
you
you.
are
And
very
congratulations again. Yes, Ellen. Thank you. Be happy always.
Thank you.
Okay, we have our next speaker. The next speaker is Teona Runishvili, the teacher, and the students are Katie, Eto, and Maria. Please enlighten us.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here with you today. Thank you, all of you, for this opportunity. I'm grateful for that. My 10th grade students will represent their presentations about building healthy lifestyle in psychology. They are Ketevan Sopromadze, Mariam Sopromadze, and Eto Davide. Good luck, my dears. Good luck, all participants. You can start, sweet girls.
Maria.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Mariam Sofromadze. I am from St. Nina's Sarkis Orthodox Gymnasium, and today I'm going to talk about psychology. Psychology is a science about humans' mental regularity. Term psychology is coming from Greek word psyche, which stands for soul or self, and logos, doctrine. With this term, Greek people would determine what was the reason of a human's behavior. About definition of psychology, there are going so many debates. Part of scientists are saying that it is impossible to determine it because it has so many different kind of species. American Psychological Association is on a position of a second opinion, which says that psychology is a thing which learns about individual behaviors and their psychological processes. The goal of the psychology is to learn what kind of nature human has. According to that, psychology is a science. In a process of learning human, they use scientific methods, which includes analysis of a process and solving it. Psychologists use objective data and different kind of methods to make a conclusion. This might be analysis of a narrative, experimental research, sophisticated statistics, statistical methods. Psychological trauma, violence, death of a close person, living your own London's traumatizing experience, which influences humans' physical, psychological, and social factors. It appears slowly, lasts long time, and sometimes causes human personal changes. Feeling like I'll never be same like I was in the past if following to a trauma. Those facts include danger, risk, loss, pain. Sociologists, psychologists call them traumatizing and talk about traumatizing stress. Trauma is not only about victim, it also can have an influence on a close person, people who are around. Psychological trauma is not illness, it is normal reaction on abnormal things. Psychologists work in other kind of spheres and they rely on different specialty experiments. Unlike sociologists who learns human behaviors in terms and organizations, psychologists are focused on individual contacts and use other scientists' achievements. Besides learning observable behaviors, understanding humans' actions is trying to explain with psychological ways, thinking, planning, discussing, making, and etc. in aspects of a human's nature, which is often unavailable for people around and it is not visible action. For example, running, screaming, and etc. The main goals of a psychology explaining actions, controlling, and change human life better. Psychologists learn about individual actions and conditions. Thank you for attention.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really amazing presentation. Very, very wonderful. Thanks a lot.
მარიამ, შეწყვეტე გაზიარება ხო?
Please go ahead, Nino.
ეთო დაიწყეთ ხო?
Hello everyone, I am from Georgia. I am Eto Davidze. I study St. Nino Orthodox Gymnasium. I want to say about my presentation. What is bullying? The term bullying is an English word and in Georgian it means to bully. It is an innovative, aggressive type of behaviors that is mostly manifested in school-age children. Bullying is a social phenomenon which, according to specialists, is characters of an organized collective of children, and first of all, it is a school. However, it is wrong to think that the role relationship ladder outsider organized only from school age and has no place at an earlier age. Nowadays, it is no secret that the process of socialization of adolescents begins earlier than it was the previous generation. So role relationships and even the desire to gain influence on others appear early, even in preschool age. Bullying is an actual problem all over the world, as well as in Georgia. It is a form of physical and psychological violence that is common among adolescent peers and is manifested by one part bullying and teasing the other. As a result, we get a very bad situation. In many cases, children's development in the right direction is stopped and they face very big psychological problems. The consequence of bullying can be directly related to self-esteem, especially low self-esteem, which has a very negative effects on personality development. development. Bullying can be verbal, for example, making negative, denying comments, shouting, spreading rumors, or physical, for example, hitting, throwing things. Often, oppressions has the character of emotional violence, aimed at humiliation, threats, um, irritation. Bullying may also be done remotely by phone call, text message, email, or other electronic means. Cyberbullying. It is impossible to single out one direction that affects a person more. Any kind of operation can lead to a decrease in the self-esteem. Unfortunately, victims of bullying don't always evoke simply in society. In some cases, the weakness of the child and its oppression led to the contempt of the people around them and the desire to exclude them. In the environment of adolescence, a negative attitude towards the victim of school violence can be formed on the principle that everything is his own fault because he cannot resist anyone. And the oppressed himself in this case falls into a very difficult situation because he feels absolute hopelessness, the impossibility of the situation, and complete helplessness because they experience an insurmountable fear of the oppressor and the no humiliation that still awaits him. He feels ashamed because of his own helplessness. After the adolescent victim even blames himself in this situation. He thinks that he cannot do anything. What happened really deserves it. Any teenager can become a victim of violence in children's society. Consider, let's say now that you will not tolerate his aggressive behavior under any circumstance, regardless of who it is directed. Set very specific and strict limits that you will apply if the bullying happens again. Teach the child the constructive methods of achieving the set goals, the rules and ways of solving this or that problem in no violent way. Work out such techniques on the example of the relationship between you and the child. Be an example of positive behavior. By observing you and the child will learn to be kind to others, to respect others. Create models of situations that will be similar to the situations where the child showed aggression. Demonstrate other ways to solving the problem and achieving the direct goals without mental or physical violence towards others. Sustainable development goals. It is important to solve bullying and any kind of violence. We implemented a project about bullying at our school and made a presentation. We also had meeting with a psychologist who talked about bullying and how to solve the problems if someone is bullying us. Thank you for attention.
Hello everyone. My name is Ket Sopromate. Can you see the screen?
Yes, it will.
Okay. Today I'm going to talk about healthy lifestyle. What is healthy lifestyle and why is it important for us? When we are talking about healthy lifestyle, this includes to have healthy habits which positively affects on physical, mental, and social welfare. Nowadays, we often hear words, healthy lifestyle. People from all over the world are telling us to follow this lifestyle and live with a healthier lifestyle. In 1948, World Health Organization determined health as a togetherness of psychological, physical, and social well-being and not just not having a disease. This everything includes not only physical activities and healthy eating, but social relations and entertainment, dressing, and etc. Lifestyles reflects attitudes and values of the human. Healthy lifestyle is generally characterized as balanced life in which human makes a reasonable choice. Therefore, lifestyle's final definition is the decision made by the individuals which fully affects on their body, which they have fully control on. Healthy lifestyle is important to avoid health problems, overcome stress, and to improve the quality of life. There is scientific evidence according to which our lifestyle plays a big role in how healthy we are. What we eat, drink, and how much we exercise affects our health and life expectancy. Diseases such as heart problem, cancer, diabetes, joint and mental illnesses are often caused by an unhealthy lifestyle. All these diseases can be prevented by a healthy lifestyle. This was all. Let's all be healthy and live with a long and happy life. Thank you for listening.
Wow.
Thank you so
Great.
much.
გილოცავთ ახალგაზრდებო, დიდი მადლობა ქალბატონო ნინო, საოცარი მოსწავლეების აღდგენისთვის, გაგვაცხადით.
Thank you. Thank you also, my dears.
Yes, girls, thank you very much for the wonderful words and interesting presentation. I really admire your unique abilities. I'm so glad you can make such a very great presentation, and I'm glad you're here today. Also, many thanks to your teacher. Keep up the good work.
Yes, thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, now I want to invite Miss Maka Sikharudze. Miss Maka, please tell us your valuable work.
And introduce your students.
Yes.
Maka, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Dear Ellen, I think
Okay.
now and go
okay. Yes.
Yes. Dear Shelley, can you hear me?
Yes, Inga. It was very interesting to watch all of those presentations.
Yes.
To see how inspirational, initiative your students are. Really amazing work. And now I'd like to invite our students, and I'd like to begin with İlahi Gurbanlı. Can you hear me, dear? İlahi? Are you here?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Yes, great.
Ilaha, please open your video.
Okay. Hello, my name is İlahi Kurbanlı. I am 14 years old. I study in high school number 146. Today, I will tell you about quality education. What is education? Education refers to the disciplines that in contact with methods of teaching and learning in school or school-like environments as opposed to whereas non-formal and like environments as opposite to whereas non-formal and informal mean of socializations Education can be through of as the transmission of the worlds and accumulate knowledge of a subsequently. In this sense, it is equivalent to what social science term socialization or inclusion. Children whether concubate among New Guinea people, the Renaissance flowers or the middle classes of Manhattan are born with culture. Education is destined to guide them in learning a culture, molding their behavior in ways of adult and directs them towards their important role in society. In the most prominent culture, there is often title formal, long title of what one would ordinarily call school or classes or teachers. Insert the entry environment and all achievements are friendly with as school and classes, and many or all adults act as teachers. As sufficient growth more complex, however, the quality of knowledge to be passes on from one generation to the next becomes more than any one person can know, and hence there must everyone more selective and efficient means of culture transmission. The outcome is formal education. The school and these separations call it the teacher. What are the benefits of education? Do you think attending school and doing projects for your college is a waste of time? If you do, you might want to reconsider that claim, as education is a key part of society's growth and progress. When people are education, they can significantly contribute to their families and society in various aspects and fields, thus creating stable and stimulating combination. Why is education important to society? Let's take into account some reasons. 1. Creating more employed opportunities. 2. Sharing a higher income. 3. Developing problems solving skills. 4. Improving the English. 5. Predicting as a progress and happy life. 6. Giving back to communication. 7. Creating modern circulation. 8. Breeding the brothers. 9. Creating equal opportunities. 10. Instruction empowerment. Creating more employment opportunities. Finding a job is not easy, especially in times of economic turmoil. You often need to compete with hundreds of other candidates for a vacant position. In addition, the lower the education level, the greater the number of people applying for the same low-paying entry-level post. However, with the right qualification and educational background, you will increase your change of landing a fulfilling job. Would you like to find a way to stand out from a pool of applicants? Learn, educate yourself, graduate, and get as many qualifications, skills, knowledge, and experience as possible. Section among people with higher education and wide experience are more likely to get high-paying expert jobs. Study hard, dedicate your time and effort to acquire knowledge and reach a high level of complex if you would like to lead a comfortable lifestyle. Your credentials are and what will motivate a potential employee to choose you instead of another candidate. Studying hard through your school and studies show you are not afraid of hard work and are able to fulfill your goals. Employers see this as a huge advantage as they all prefer a responsible and knowledgeable workforce. Once you graduate, you can start searching for jobs that will give you the opportunity to practice what you have learned and at the same time secure sufficient pay for your needs. Developing problem solving skills. One of the benefits of education is that the educational system teaches us how to obtain and develop critical and logical things and make independent decisions. When children become adults, they are faced with a lot of challenging issues: pay off your student loans, get a job, buy a car and a house, provide for your family, yes. However, if one has spent years educational themselves, they should be able to make sound decisions on these various quandaries. Not only are people able to form their own opinions, but they are also good at finding solid and reliable arguments and evidence to back up and confirm their decision. Improving the economy. People with good academic and educational backgrounds tend to get well-paid jobs. The higher their education and accomplishments, the better employment options they get. People who grow up poor but educate themselves have high chance to transform their lives. Thus, contribute to a decrease in social poverty rates. Education helps country grow economically. Science, it is about getting knowledge and being able to apply it wisely to our lives, and at the same time improving the people's life, providing a purposeful and happy life. Education has always secured respect from successfully. In order to ensure a comfortable lifestyle, people should educate themselves and obtain a well-paid job to be successful and satisfied. It helps gain a better reputation and increments the change of climbing the career ladder more easily and faster. In turn, it provides financial resources for stable lives. People can afford to buy their own house, own apartment, and thus scratch their children's happiness and success. For term, being able to own your own home provides stable and increased self-knowledge. It leads of creating a positive environment for families and communicate. Children of homeless are 116% more likely to graduate from college than children of races of the same age, race, and economy. They are also 25% more likely to graduate from high school and have higher math and reading scores with favorable problems, according to reach at the University of Texas. Giving back to the communication. How does education benefit nation? Education people understand how valuable it is to live in a stable and secure communication. They are more prone to taking part in projects that help improve not only their neighborhood but social as well. In addition, when people are able to afford their own home, They are more likely to take part not only in improving their homes, but in solving local problems as well. After all, it is quite important to get involved and give a hand to the less fortunate ones in order to build a better place for all of us to live in. 7. Creating modern sociality. Education is of key essence for modern sociality. One needs to learn about culture, history, and other important aspects so that the world be able to contribute to modern sociality. Education molds people in learn not only with knowledge about college subject, but it also shows them how to lead with emotions and true values. Educated people can easily differentiate between right and wrong. Thus, education helps reduce the crime rate. Bad events are happening around the world. Only competent leaders can help guide us down a good and right path. Breeding the borders. Digital education helps connect with people and organizations around the world. Borders are no longer there, being able to communicate and share opinions with people from other countries and cultures with horizons and help us understand and appreciate each other. Creating equal opportunity. The importance of education in society has always been great as it is irrespective of caste, race, gender, religion. Educated people are treated as equal on the basis of their knowledge and competence. In addition to this, educated people are open-minded and are able to listen and accept other people's views regardless of the fact of how different they are. Education offers a possibility to live independently and this be free. It is our shelter against financial storms and wrong decisions. Intrusive format. Education is the key to turn a weak spring into a strength. It offers different tools and ways to understand problems that lay ahead of us and helps resolve them. More importantly,
Uzun uzadı da koyup zalımın yüzünden okuyamırsan. Oyda. Yeah, have you finished?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you. And dear Inga,
Yes,
I would
yes.
like to invite our last student, Sayda. Sayda, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I will share the screen and you will start. Okay? Sayda. Sayda. Okay, maybe she has some problems. We can continue with Georgian students.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Ellen, please now invite the Georgian teacher. Yes.
Thank you, dear Shalali. Your students were amazing also. Okay, now we are next speaker. Ketevan is the teacher and introduce your students.
მოგესალმებით გაბატონო კეთან.
მოგესალმებით, გავასიარებ ახლა.
Yes.
და დავიწყებ. Let me introduce myself. I am Ketevan Zagnidze, the mentor teacher of Galactic Davidze Public School, number 2 of the city of Ani. It is a great honor for me to be with you all, and I am grateful to be given this possibility. Today, my students will make a presentation about using the mind map for the development of radiant thinking in the Georgian lesson. Presents Guanța Abramidze.
Materials, transfer information, develop social skills, ideas, essence, illusion, relationship, a kind of diagram, and which one can please a huge amount of information. Unlike written text, it reflects the most important ideas, thought, connection, and relationship.
The method helps us explaining, presenting, organizing, creating, unified way of visual, processing and processing content, collecting ideas. The method increases students' motivation, develops creative and social skills. This makes it easier to remember large amounts of information.
Now,
Lorsa, the main characters of English Charles, and then is a human, is a clear pictures of the homeless animal existence and the
Robert Ketevan ismis მასწავლების ხმა.
The essences of the is a is a small man that focuses on the essence of his life is only
a place is.
Yeah.
Ismis ეხლა ხო? კარგი, ჩვენ გვეგონა არის დაიწყება.
ან საერთოდ არ გეგონიათ?
კი, როცა იუროპე არის მოდა უკვე გითხარი.
Lorsa is a small man focused on his own well-being and making other. The essence of his life is only to put food in his stomach. He has only capability for even the slightest empathy and lives for himself. His existence is painful. His philosophy of his is appalling. He is a tired little man who will never know what humanity is.
Now,
welcome. I am Mrs. Ilashvili, a student of number 2 public school of the city of Wani. We shall talk to you about one of the characters of Ilya Chalchaladze's A Man is a Human. I mean Darajan. Darajan is the right person for Lorsa. As the author says, color for color, and thanks to God. The main feature of Darajani is false activity. What else is left? She is worthy wife of famous Lorsabi. Her early getting up and doing is a fairy tale, a myth, a pose. The main thing is that it moves. What does it matter for whom or for what? The superstitious Darajani leads the family with dignity. The main concern is dinner. The main concern is by drawing the character of Daraj should not live. That is why he appeals. If you want, I will be a narrator. Take a look and see if you know something. Know this too. Only your enemy will hide to you the truth. If he sees something wrong with your face, and the only one who loves you immediately brings you a mirror so that you can correct yourself and not be ashamed in public. I also treat you like a lover. I brought you a mirror. How can you blame me for that? I tried to show you a personality of Darajani on the cognitive chart. The essence of this person's life is gossip and ridicule. It is a worthy partner for Lursa. They are like-minded people. For them, life is just fun, pastime, The chart shows Darajan's personality is revealed by her argument with Lord, her God. Darajan's sadness about chasteness is completely insecure. Her worry is artificial. She is lost in her dreams and that she does not notice her ridiculous situation. The allusion to the shame completely stripped away her humanity. Darajani is a child of that era, which Ilya Chauchavate criticizes. Yes, it's devastating to be a coward. This is Darajani, and this is her feelings here, right?
Satknaina is one of the negative and interesting characters of Ilya Chauchav's emotional work. Man is human. Who remembered herself with such qualities said she aroused all kinds of negative attitudes and feeling in us. And yes, the subject of my segment today is Satknaina. What Pastor has every single feature that can be seen perfectly in his work: the character and individualism. Manipulator, capricious, creative, literal, distasteful. There's the qualities that would describe her as a person who expects benefits from everyone and everything. With her actions and characters, you definitely agree with me that there is not a single positive feature of her in the entire work. All this says a lot. I tried to connect all the elements depicted on the poster with each picture and quote from the text, which would once again confirm the accurate portraits of the character.
This was our big project, and we are all involved in this project, and we just introduced a little of this project, and we are so glad to see meet you because presentations, and thank you for all. Meet you and thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you once again.
Wow, thank you so much. Great presentation. საინტერესო პრეზენტაცია წარმოგვიდგინეთ. გილოცავთ ახალგაზრდებო, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ქალბატონო ქეთამან.
სიტყვა შევასრულეთ 10 წუთში ჩავე.
გილოცავთ. Oh, dear Nanda, can you hear me? How are you?
Yes, I hear you. I hear all the great students.
Yes, I know. I see you.
I come a little late because I come a little late from work, but here listening all amazing again. IIU Europe rock. And yes, especially when we have this amazing youth. This is really a great combination of youth, knowledge, wisdom, everything. So, we are witnessing that our youth is our future, and we are listening the voice of them, and we are listening the vision, and we see their face, we see their perception, we see everything today. So, I like Elena is doing a great work. Elena, bravo. And
thank you so much.
each one presentation which I listen, where I participate here was really great. So our youth, we are coming to the end of the school year. So I hope that all of you, my dear students, will have a rest, will have a beautiful summer, will enjoy little resting because we all have a long, hard school year. And yes, participating in the events, in the conferences, doing so much work for the humanity, for the youth, for the stronger youth, for your knowledge, for everything. Thank you. And yes, I know that we will join again in August and we will have so many energy and we will share our great energy which we accumulate till the rest we have this summer. So let us move forward. Let us move forward with new knowledge, with new practice, with everything new in a new year. So we need to finish this. So I wish all you a very successful end of the school year, and not only for our students, for our great teachers, who are working very hard whole year for their students. So, and I want to congratulate because this work really is not easy work. Somebody will say, yes, you have a lot of holidays like a teacher, like an educator, but that is not true. When we are on holiday, when we come from our work, we still work. So our work is never finished. Our work is never finished. So I want you all to have a little rest after the finishing. So best wishes to all.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Diana, Eliko, all here, Huawei, I don't know the name, but all students here.
Yes. Okay, Elaine, continue.
Okay, we have a next speaker. Yes, this is Miss Ega Kharchilava, is the teacher. Please introduce your students.
Yes,
Ellen, do you have a new here? I see something new look today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I am Eka Kharchilava, and I am an English teacher. I teach English in Martveli Municipality Public School of Salhino. I would like to thank Mrs. Inga Kharchilava for inviting me again to the conference. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Today, I will introduce two of my students, Guanta Nanava and Nika Tsava. First, Guanta, are you ready? Can you hear me?
Mute your microphone. Guanta.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I am Guanta Nanawa, and I study in Martveli Municipality Public School of Salhino. I am in 9th grade. My English teacher is Ega Kharchilava. Now I'm gonna talk about pollution of environment and what to do in our school to prevent it. Now I will share my screen and show you my presentation. Pollution of environment. Pollution of environment. What does pollution mean? Pollution is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. Pollutants can be natural, such as volcanic ash. They can also be created by human activity, such as trash or runoff produced by factories. pollution nowadays. In 2014, Americans produced about 258 million tons of solid waste. According to the USA Environmental Protection Agency, a little over half of the waste, 136 million tons, was gathered in landfills. Only about 34% was recycled or composted. Organic material was the largest component of the garbage generated. The IIU paper and paperboard accounted for more than 26%. Food was 15%, and yard trimmings were 13%. Plastic comprised about 13% of the solid waste, while rubber, leather, and textiles made up 9.5%, and metals 9%. Wood contributed to 6.2% of the garbage, glass was 4.4%, and other miscellaneous materials made up about 3%. What does the noise pollution mean? Even though humans can't see or smell noise pollution, it still affects the environment. Noise pollution happens when the sound coming from planes, industry, or other sources reaches harmful levels. Research has shown that there are direct links between noise and health, including stress-related illnesses, high blood pressure, speech interference, hearing loss. For example, a study based on noise environmental burden on disease working group found that noise pollution may contribute to hundreds of thousands of diseases per year by increasing the rates of coronary heart disease. Under the Clean Air Act, the EPA can regulate machine and plane noise. How to prevent pollution? The first way to reduce pollution is to practice 3RC concept, namely reduce, reuse, and recycle. Citizens should reduce the usage of air conditioning as it will release harmful gases. For instance, ozone depleting, chlorofluorocarbons, which will result in reducing air pollution. One may make no difference, but when carried out together, massive changes can be made. Moving on, reuse reusable items like plastic bags, bottles, boxes, and more is also one of the ways to reduce pollution. For example, instead of throwing away a worn-off tire, it can be used as a plantation plot. The next way to reduce pollution is to recycle recyclable items such as glass, pens, and newspapers. The recycled newspapers can be reproduced as toilet papers, which will reduce extra waste on Earth, indirectly contributing in reduced land pollution. Therefore, practicing the 3RC is one of the most effective ways to reduce pollution on Earth. In the Salhino public school, in the particularly 8th grade, a social project was planned. We want to live in a clean environment. Students have increased their awareness about how to protect and take care of the environment. We organized a presentation in the class and created a wall newspaper. The school community became more aware of the current issue. Now I want to show photos of our project. The photos of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Wow, thank you so much. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა და წელს თქვენი ციტრო ზუსტად მიძღვნილი იყო აი პლასმასის ამ დაბიძურებასთან დაკავშირებით, მოკლედ 5 ივნისი, იცით დეკარემის დაცვის დღეა და ზუსტად ამ პრობლემაზე იყო მიძღვნილი და ძალიან გამიხარდა, რომ ამ პრობლემაზე გამოვხსნით ყურადღება და ძალიან საინტერესო პრეზენტაცია და პროექტი წარადგინეთ.
Nika, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
To share your presentation?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Nikasawa. I study in Martuli Municipality Public School of Salhino, and my English teacher is Kharchilava. Also, I want to thank you about for this opportunity in your platform. Now I show you my presentation about clean water and sanitation. I'll share my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, Nika.
Clear water and sanitation. Access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene is the most basic human need for health and well-being. Billions of people will lack access to these basic services in 2030 unless progress quadruples. Demand for water is rising owing to rapid population growth, urbanization, and increasing water needs from agriculture, industry, and energy sectors. Decades of misuse, poor management, or extraction of groundwater in contamination of freshwater supplies have exacerbated water stress. In addition, countries are facing growing challenges linked to degraded water-related ecosystems. Water scarcity caused by climate change, underinvestment in water and sanitation, and insufficient cooperation of transboundary waters. To reach universal access to drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene by 2030, the current rates of progress would need to increase fourfold. Achieving these targets would save 829,000 people annually who die from diseases directly attributable to unsafe water, inadequate sanitation, and poor hygiene practices. Poor sanitation is linked to the transmission of diseases such as cholera and dysentery, as well as typhoid, intestinal worms infection, and polio. It exacerbates stunning and contributes to the spread of antimicrobial resistance. Benefits of improving sanitation. Benefits of improved sanitation extend well beyond reducing the risk of diarrhea. Now, these include reducing the spread of intestinal worms, schistosomiasis, and trachoma, which are neglected tropical diseases that are causing suffering for millions. Reducing the severity and impact of many malnutrition. Promoting dignity and boosting safety, particularly among women and girls. Promoting school attendance. Girls' school attendance is particularly boosted by the provision of separate sanitary facilities, reducing the spread of microbial resistance, potential recovery of water, renewable energy, and nutrients from fossil waste, potential to mitigate water scarcity through safe use of wastewater for irrigation, especially in areas most affected by climate change. People live without sanitation. This is causing unnecessary disease and death. Although huge strides have been made with access to clean drinking water, lack of sanitation is undermining these advances. If we provide affordable equipment and education in hygiene practices, we can stop this senseless suffering and loss of life. Things to do. Find a goal, seek charity. You want to support any donation, big or small, can make a difference. 4 billion people lack access to basic sanitation services. Lend your voice to talk about the lack of toilets in many communities around the world. Run a campaign on hygiene. Raise awareness about the hygiene issues in your community through social media, school, university campaign, or even a campaign in the neighborhood you live in. Don't overuse water. Make sure to close the tap when washing dishes. Take short showers. Bathtubs require gallons more water than 5 or 10 minute shower. Consider getting a water meter to be aware of your water usage. Organize cleanup projects for rivers and ocean. Engage your whole community to clean up a local riverside or an ocean. Water is life, and clean water means health. Thanks for your attention.
Amazing job. Great. Thank you. Dalian, did you
Thank you both for the amazing presentation. Each of you was unique and amazing. Thank you so much for touching this topic and for learning more about this topic. And I learned a lot. I really hope to see you here again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, amazing teacher and amazing students. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, our next speaker is Miss Eliko Akobea. Please introduce yourself to the students.
Hello everyone, I am Elka Kopi, an English teacher from Georgia, from Martuli. I teach English at Alarin, which is public school, Martuli municipality. It is a great honor to participate in this platform. Many times I had the good fortune to participate in the conferences here, for which I thank the leader of our country, Inga Kharchilava. I would like to introduce my students, Natria and Natia Todua, who will speak today about the goals of sustainable development named gender equality. The issues of sustainable development are such that everyone should know. Therefore, it is necessary to be well informed about its issues. While the world has achieved gender equality and women's improvement under the Millennium Development Goals, including equal access to primary education for girls and boys, women in various parts of the world are still victims of discrimination. And now today we'll touch on the fifth goal of sustainable development and identify ways to solve exciting problems. So let's get along with them. Diana, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Diana Nachkepia. I am from Georgia. I study in Martuli Municipality Public School of Talarim. I am in 11th grade. My English teacher is Eliko Akobia. Now I'm going to talk about gender equality and I will share my presentation. Thanks for this opportunity. Gender equality. Gender equality. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, but a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. There has been progress over the last decades, but the world is not on track to achieve gender equality by 2030. The social and economic fallout from COVID-19 pandemic has made the situation even bleaker. Progress in many areas, including time spent on unpaid care and domestic work, decision-making regarding sexual and reproductive health, and gender-responsive budgeting is falling behind. Women's health services, already poorly funded, have faced major disruptions. Violence against women remains endemic, and despite women's leadership in responding to COVID-19, they still trail men in securing the decision-making positions they deserve. Commitment and bold action are needed to accelerate progress, including through the promotion of laws, policies, budgets, and institutions that advance gender equality. Greater investment in gender statistics is vital. Since less than half of the data required to monitor goal 5 are currently available. Humanity's capacity to thrive depends on women. That may seem obvious, given that women and girls comprise half of the population, yet discrepancies persist in earning potential, healthcare access, civil rights, and economic justice for women in every pocket of the planet. These disparities can be even greater among individuals who identify as gender diverse or non-binary. Working to improve gender equality is one of the most important ways we can make life better for everybody on Earth, all 7.9 billion of us and counting. Gender equality means that the different behavior, aspirations, and needs of women and men are considered, valued, and favored equally. Gender equality is more than a goal in itself. It is a precondition for meeting the challenge of reducing poverty, promoting sustainable development, and building good governance. Kofi Annan. Ways to promote gender equality. Help individual women succeed. Discuss gender equality with family members and children. Encourage financial inclusion. Support women-owned businesses. Shop from companies and businesses that promote gender equality. Promote gender equality at home. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Diana. And Natia, you can start.
Hello, my name is Natia Todua. I am from Georgia. I am 14 years old. I study at Martuli Municipality Village Orchard Public School at 9th grade. Today, I'll be speaking about gender equality. To begin with, what is gender equality? When a child is born, what is the first question we ask? This shows the importance we place on gender right at the start of a child's life. and this can determine their path for their future. To answer the question of why gender equality is important, we must first understand what gender equality is. Gender equality is not only about the pay gap, it's all about treating each other equally and having equal opportunities based on personal abilities and what you as a person and not a gender can do. It's important to understand and recognize the great women and men that fought with their lives trying to achieve gender equality, like the under-celebrated activist Alice Paul. So, why is gender equality important? Gender inequality is, to me, one of the biggest issues facing society nowadays. Unfortunately, societies in some countries even today tend to focus on giving one gender control and power, and this creates a big problem because this stereotype becomes normal to us and is engraved in our brains. Stereotypes like this can lead to serious mental health issues and even suicide. Stigmatizing people with phrases like man up or get married and have children can take a toll on a person's mental health. The fact that men are often thought from birth to man up and not show any emotions or discuss mental health, and that women are generally thought that their only job is to get married and have children, how badly gender equality needs to be achieved. How can gender equality be achieved? Most societies are in general patriarchal, and it's clear that men remain dominant in almost every sector. Gender equality must be achieved for our society to start evolving, and a good place to start is a pay gap. Women must be allowed the opportunity to earn the same pay as men in order to boost economies. In addition, educating girls has a positive economic impact, and giving women and girls in poverty access to education, one of the most basic human rights, is hugely important. There are many ways to promote gender equality in daily life, from splitting up household chores equally to fighting gender stereotypes. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. It's time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum, not as two opposing sets of ideas. We should be mindful of the challenges facing people of all gender identities and be part of a generation that promotes equality for all. If women are expected to do the same work as men, we must teach them the same things. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I'm very grateful to my students for presenting their presentation. So
Teacher Eliko, you have wonderful students. Congratulations. You are great.
Thank you, Nada.
Yes, we are really proud on you.
Thank you.
A lot of thanks. Thank you,
so
Inga, very much once again.
Thank you, Nomi. Thank you. And your students. Congratulations, dear. Amazing student, really. Wow. Wonderful.
Thanks a lot.
You were taught.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us for so long. Thank you so much for this, and each of you had an amazing presentation and delivered it amazingly. Each of you can fight together to eliminate all problems. Thank you for this. You are very great. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elena.
Elena, I think we have one student from Azerbaijan. I think now it's okay, dear Charlotte.
Oh dear, she had some connection problems. I'll call her if she's here. Saida, she couldn't join us. She joined, but then she was out. She left, yes.
Okay, dear. And now,
unfortunately.
Dear Maka, can you hear me? Maha Siharulidze?
Yes, dear. Yes. Sorry. Without
your
my
students also
had so many problems
yes?
today. Hello, hello everyone. Hello. I am very nervous because they have such as kind of many problems.
No problem. We invite next conference.
Sorry for this.
Your students
they are very nervous, but insan meşemizle I can read their presentation?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Show us.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry, can you? Can you share my screen?
Yes, please share.
They are very small students and I can motivate
Yes.
them. I can motivate them, but we don't. We can't of this. I start my starting words. Thank you very much to be part of your great conference. I think it's a very great day, and I think the children are our bright future. And I start my their presentation from genius quotes of my country's poet Ilya Chavchavadze. The country is not weak because it is poor, but because it does not have knowledgeable, open-minded, enlightened men. And I want to start today's evening with a genius prose. And I present to you my extraordinary and very little global-minded citizens, my students' presentation, and I can read it. Sustainable development goal. They are 9 or 10 years old girls. They are very small, but they want to join us today. And I am sorry of this. Sustainable development goal for ensure that all girls and boys complete free primary and secondary schooling by 2030. And the way for education is it's also aimed to provide equal access to affordable vocational training and to eliminate gender and wealth disparities with the aim of achieving universal access to a quality higher education. And by 2030, substantially expand globally the number of scholarships available to developing countries, in particularly developed countries, small island developed states, and African countries for enrollment in higher education, including vocational training and information and communications technology, and other developing countries. Also, every child has the fundamental right to quality education, one that helps them acquire basic literacy and numeracy, enjoy learning without fear, and feel valued and included, irrespective of where they come from. SDG seeks to ensure access for all to quality education through all stages of life, as well as to increase the number of young people and adults who have the relevant skills for employment, decent jobs, and entrepreneurships. Why is SDG 4 so important? And inclusive and quality education for all, which eliminates school segregation, is an essential element of sustainable development. Promotion of culture of peace and non-violence, global citizenship, and appreciation of cultural diversity and of culture's contribution to sustainable development. Quality education, which is essential to real learning and human development, is influenced by factors both inside and outside the classroom, from the availability of proper supplies to the nature of a child's home environment. Improvements in the quality of teaching can reduce dropout rates and ensure better retention and transitions from early childhood learning into primary and secondary school. And they said all children have to rights that we can play, learn, and grow together. That's why our goals will be achieved by 2030 and everything on the earth will change for better. And also they said, thank you very much for your great attention. And Lizzie and Anastasia are very happy to be part of this great conference. Thank you very much, all organizers. And our children must study very well and they will be able to change our world better and will have more bright future. And sorry of this, sorry.
No, sorry, dear. What sorry?
It's okay. they
Congratulations. Yes, yes, no problem. We invite your students next conference. Don't worry.
They are very happy.
And to tell your students that don't worry,
Thank you very much for this great.
You are amazing, dear. You are amazing. Okay. Now, dear Charlotte, your students not here, yes?
Yes, dear. Yes, we have finished, but
Maka, dear, stop share, please.
Dear,
Yes.
is this the end?
Yes.
Okay, so before we leave this conference, let me express my deep gratitude to IIU, its founder and head, Sir Piyush Pandit, and also my big appreciation, my gratitude to you, Europe head, Dr.Inga Kharchilava, for your kind invitation. And I'd like, before we leave, to remind our young people attending this conference that education is a really powerful tool, and we should use it to make our world a better place. And we should be active members of our communities. Don't forget about this. Work hard on your weaknesses, be active, be responsible, and be agents of change. Thank you. Thank you all for your presentations.
Thank you so much, dear. As always, you're amazing, your students are amazing, your teacher, dear Ayten, thank you so much. We are proud of you. Great. Well done, Azerbaijan. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dear Nada. I think
yes, what to say. I will repeat again. Our great youth, our great conference, Inga. You're making great work, wonderful conferences, because really this is missing in our Europe. We need this. We need to encourage our students. We need to give them more knowledge. They need to collaborate. They need to communicate. Yeah, and that is the way. That is what Europe needs. Strong youth with the knowledge, with the wisdom.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I think that this is very, very important, and these conferences are really playing a crucial role for them to be more freedom, to develop their skills, to brush their skills, to get the communication skills, to be free, because they are on the global level, they are on the big IIU stage. So this is not easy for the students, but they are very, very, I can say, we are encouraging them, their teachers, amazing teachers, our great Nina, thank you for doing a great work for IIU, for us, dear Kakaber, where are you? I miss you, Kakaber. Our Salala and all here today, Eliko, all the great teachers from Georgia and from all around the globe, and all the speakers who join us today on this great conference. Congratulations to all, and keep doing a great work.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Dear Virginia, can you hear me? Yes, she. Okay. Kalbatano Nino. Kalbatano Mariam.
Where is Mariam? Where is Mariam?
დიახ, მოგილოცავთ ყველას, ყველა გამოსვლელს მონაწილეს სხვადასხვა ქვეყნიდან. პირველ რიგში მინდა რომ მადლობა გადავხადო IIU-ს დამფუძნებელს ბატონ პეუშ პანდიტს ამ შესაძლებლობისთვის, თანადამფუძნებელს ქალბატონ ნადას, რომელიც ყოველთვის ჩვენს გვერდით დგას, ჩვენს ლიდერს ინგა ხარჩილავას, რომელიც თავდაუზოგავად შრომობს აი ამ შედეგისთვის, რასაც ჩვენ ყოველ კონფერენციაზე ვხედავთ, ჩვენ საოცარ მოდერატორს ელენე შალამბერიძეს, ის არის ახალგაზრდების ხმა ჩვენი ქვეყნიდან და ეხმარება ჩვენს მომავალ თაობას, ასე ვთქვათ, გზას უკვალავს. ჩემს გუნდის წევრებს ბატონ გახაბერ-ჩაკვეტაძეს, ქალბატონ მარიამ მამაგულაშვილს, მაკა სიხარულიძეს, სპიკერებს, მასწავლებლებს, ჩვენებს, აზერბაიჯანიდან ქალბატონ შარელას ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. მადლობა ყველა ქვეყნის წარმომადგენლებს, არ მინდა ვინმე გამორჩეს და მე მინდა მადლობა გადავხადო ჩემს მოსწავლეებს, რომელმაც წარადგინეს ხელოვნების პროექტი და ინტეგრაცია საგნების განსაკუთრებით მნიშვნელოვანია, როდესაც საქმე ეხება მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნების განხორციელებას და ესეთი მაგალითი ვიხილეთ ჩვენ ამის და განსაკუთრებით მინდა მადლობა გადავხადო მათ, ისინი ყოველთვის ვასწავლე ჩემს მოსწავლეებს, რომ ხელოვნების გზით შესაძლებელია სამოქალაქო პოზიციის დაფიქსირება და ერთ-ერთი ეტაპი წარადგინეს კიდევაც დღეს. ძალიან ბევრი საინტერესო პრეზენტაცია მოვისმინეთ, უღრმესი მადლობა ყველას და თხოვთ მარიამს რომ
ძალიან დიდი მადლობა.
მოგესალმებით ყველას. პირველ რიგში კარგად დაემთხვა, რომ ჩემ მოსწავლეს და მასწავლებელს იუბილე ჰქონდათ ორივეს და წარმატებულიც იყო მათი გამოსვლა, ვფიქრობ. მადლობა ინგა ამ შესაძლებლობისათვის. ჩვენი გუნდის ასეთი მუშაობის შედეგი არის სწორედ შენი თაოსნობით, რომ ჩვენი ვებინარი ყოველ ჯერზე უკეთესი და უკეთესი არის. მადლობა პეუშ პანდიტს, რომელმაც პედაგოგებისათვის და საგანმანათლებლო სისტემისათვის დააარსა ეს უნივერსიტეტი ონლაინ სივრცე, სადაც ვუზიარებთ ერთმანეთს ჩვენს გამოცდილებას. მადლობა ჩვენ სპიკერებს, მომხსენებლებს, მოსწავლეებს, მასწავლებლებს. მადლობა ნადა რატკოვიჩს, შალალე, მადლობა. და კიდევ არავინ არ გამომრჩეს მეშინია. გახაბერ, ნინო, ჩვენ მადლობა. მოსწავლეებს, მასწავლებლებს ყველას უღრმესი მადლობა და წარმატებული კიდევ მრავალი ვებინარი.
Thank you so much, dear. Thank you. Საოცარ საქმიანობას აწევით. თქვენც ასევე უღრმესი მადლობა. უსურს ვინმეს საბოლოოდ გითხრას რამე რას გძნობს, როგორი იყო დღევანდელი დღე და დავამშვიდობოთ ერთმანეთს. Dear Sofo, dear Elito, Itewan, IT, dear Shalale, dear Nada, thank you so much. And congratulations again. Ellen, thank you so much.
Thank you and congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations.
Good luck.
Thank you. You
Good
were so
luck. Good luck in
It was
our
wonderful
new
webinar.
school year.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye, Ellen.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye. Bye. Congratulations again. Thank you so much.